long, including items from Bath and Body Works, Cinemark, and even a VIP booth from our exclusive location, our after party.
And when you find out where this after party is, you're going to be very excited, so make sure you stay tuned to find that out. So DJ New Wave going to be performing at the fashion show,
That is correct.
which is awesome. DJ Tysky for the after party.
That is correct.
And we love our DJs in the area, so shout out to both of them. It's going to be really awesome. I love that y'all added all these components, though. And again, the biggest purpose of this entire event is to benefit the Southwest Louisiana AIDS Council. Those are some hardworking people. I stopped by there. I was able to volunteer earlier this year, well, obviously in 2014, but earlier last year. And just to see them and what they do, they really, can use that extra support. So I'm glad that y'all have stepped up and done this for them.
Well, thank you very much. I mean, the Southwest Louisiana AIDS Council has been around for about 25 years now, and their main source of income is their bingo that they sponsor out there in Vinton. So if you have a chance, I encourage you to find out when they're doing their super bingos out there in Vinton, and just stop by and enjoy yourself that night if you can't make it to our event. The Southwest Louisiana AIDS Council, they're a great bunch of people that they really care, and I do need to shout out one of our main sponsors, Krista St. Patrick's. They believed in this cause from the beginning. They were one of the first ones to say, you know what, I want to help Alexander and Burris LLC win the day for SLAC, and that was our goal in the first place, and I believe we've achieved that.
Well, awesome. Thank you again. Look up Alexander and Burris on Facebook. Trust me, once you do, you won't miss it. You'll see either the models and their beautiful faces or the fashion show event itself. So pretty cool. We're looking forward to this event. It is January 11th at Chateau de Calcasieu on Enterprise. Again, going like Alexander and Burr so you can find out more. And we're looking forward to this event. And I'm looking forward to finding out the location of that after party. I want everybody to stay tuned for that.
Exclusive. Thank you very much, Bray J, for having me on.
Ladies and gentlemen, Brooklyn Alexander, CEO of Alexander and Burris LLC. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. So there it is. Get ready for the big event. If you're in the lake area, it's going to be a fabulous evening. And if you are available at 12:30, be sure to go check out the fridge market that they have. It's going to be pretty cool. I think it'll be great. Chateau de Calcasieu is on Enterprise Boulevard. If you're traveling south from Broad and Enterprise, it'll be on your right. It's not difficult to find. Affordable Elegance is just across the boulevard. So it's pretty cool. It's very easy to find. And you'll have fun. I know Alexander and Burris did not shy away from putting their all into this event. So it's going to be great. And, of course, it's benefiting the Southwest Louisiana AIDS Council, and we appreciate that very much. Here it is, getting back to the music. Our good friends England in 1819, representing in Baton Rouge, with Daniel, right here on LA On Air with Bray J.
Save me tonight. Does he miss me? Lonely, torn 3 times. Daniel's running miles away from here. Save me tonight. Does he miss me? Lonely, torn 3 times. You're the best part what's inside me. Every time. Daniel's running miles away from here. Save me tonight. Does he miss me? Miles away. Save me tonight. Does he miss me?
All right, so the other night we were out and about, and we decided during the New Year's break not to air all the interviews and that jazz, just to, really focus on the music. So we have interviews now. We met up with Ashes of Babylon when they did their big EP release over at
Love
Luna
those
Live.
guys.
Very cool. World on Fire is the name of that EP. Look them up on Facebook, Twitter, you name it. They've got it. I'm pretty sure. Ashes of Babylon, though. Make sure you look them up and download the new EP, buy it, iTunes. World on Fire. It's really cool. We met up with 3 of them. Here's that interview right here on LA On Air with Bray J.
Bray J here with you, LA On Air, here in the back room at Luna Live. Excited to be here tonight. Of course, we're sitting now with Ashes of Babylon, or at least most of the members. It's kind of hard to pull everybody in, obviously. All right, so we're here talking about y'all's new EP, World on Fire. And I'm very honored to have y'all. If you would introduce yourselves, please.
I'm Bo Guidry.
Jacob Crenshaw. Corey.
All right, guys. So obviously this is a big deal. Anytime we see y'all come back to Lake Charles, we know that there's a reason behind it, other than just showing love, obviously. Tell us a little bit about the EP y'all have now.
Well, the EP, it's a 5-song EP, and kind of encapsulates the band well. Maybe better than anything we've done thus far. It's an EP, there's only 5 songs, but it's got this diversity that, it's kind of hard to find in our previous albums. With the 4 singers, and multiple songwriters, it's hard to really, display that in an album. We can play a live show, you have an hour and a half, to play. It's fine, you can do that, but in an album it's difficult to convey, and I think we did that well with this, so it's nice. I'm very happy with it. Pretty cool. And not only that, but did it all ourselves this go round.
Awesome.
I don't know if someone else wants to kind of speak on the production. I've been living here the past year,
Okay.
So I'm the only member that hasn't been able to be, really hands-on with everything. I was having to make trips over and do my recording and, get in shows where I could, but I've really been missing out. I missed a lot. I'm looking forward to this tour coming up, so
Awesome.
it's going to be nice. So.
Devo?
Yeah, it was a fun process. Our bass player Eric Daigle, he basically engineered the whole thing, mixed and mastered the whole thing using his iPad.
Cool.
So we did it all in the band house where we practiced, like our home base. and just ran it all through the iPad, and so we had a little more freedom, whereas as opposed to going into the studio and being on a cramped schedule and whatever money can allow, we had a little bit more freedom to kind of address every track as for what it was and spend a little more time on it. So
It's very impressive, guys. If you can, tell us a little about the tour. Where are y'all headed next?
For the rest of our interview with Ashes of Babylon, check it out on YouTube on our LA On Air with Bray J page. I love when I get to go to the back room of Luna because it's like that behind the scenes
Makes
feel.
you feel cool.
I do, yes, with the band. You're like, I'm actually here with them. Like,
I've been back there.
You get to chill out. It's so
Yeah.
comfortable. Yeah. Well, we thank them so much. Well, that same night, I walked over to Dharma, and I met a cool band that was performing. It's Smampbird. You heard of them?
No.
Really cool band. Here's that interview. We learned more about them. And one of their band members is actually from right here in the Lake area. So
Cool.
here it is, right here on LA On Air. It's our interview with Smampbird.
Bray J here with you, LA On Air, standing outside of Dharma on Broad Street. Of course, we have an awesome band with us in town from Arkansas. We have Dylan, Zach, and Trent Smampbird. They're here now. They just played on stage, and we're loving it, of course. Taylor from Orion actually walked me over and said, you got to meet these guys. They're so cool. Of course, Dylan, he is originally from Lake Charles. Zach is from Alabama. Huntsville. Okay. And where are you originally from?
I'm from Boonville, Arkansas.
Okay, I like that. Pretty cool. So this is y'all's third show here in Lake Charles. What was that like for y'all tonight?
This was a good one. This is maybe the best one yet.
Yeah, possibly.
The
yeah.
first one was pretty good.
First
too.
one was pretty daggum good.
It's always
a lot of
great
fun.
down here.
It's a nice change of pace to come to a new venue. It's the first time at Dharma. We've done our first at Luda Live, so
Cool.
a little bit of change of pace. It's just great every time we get to come down here.
Good
really.
crowd, nice climate.
Yeah.
A lot warmer down here.
Okay, I'll agree with that. Now, we just saw y'all playing tonight with Dead Relatives and Sinners. Okay, and we interviewed Sinners last week. So really cool to have all of them in one building, under one roof.
Awesome.
So describe y'all's music for us.
iTunes says folk rock or something. I don't know.
I tell everybody Southern rock, but I think
Southern
it's
rock,
a little bit more
folk
than
rock.
that, I think.
I think Shea Stewart up in Little Rock said freewheeling roots with touches of country or something like that. It's supposed to be a youthful commentary on the Southern motif.
There we go.
There you go.
That's
Very
well said.
educated discussion going now. We just stepped into Harvard. We're having a discussion. No, I love that.
Drunk ass Harvard.
That's the after hours from Harvard. Right. So they wake up extra smart the next morning.
We're working on that.
So is there anything that y'all would like to add for our listeners? Obviously, y'all, we hope y'all do return soon. We'd love to see y'all play more often here in the area. Describe tonight for us overall.
I thought everything went pretty daggum well. I mean, it's just like I said, it's always good to be back in Cajun country, man.
Yeah, anytime that I can come to Louisiana, drink a daiquiri on the street, walk on stage, play for a bunch of beautiful people, and then come outside and talk to,
A bunch of beautiful people. Did you hear that? You just got a compliment of a lifetime. Our show reaches all of Louisiana. That's our goal. We play music from all across the state. So every now and then when we have a band that comes in town, glad I was able to meet you guys.
Yeah.
And everybody will come back. Hopefully we get to chat with y'all and actually
Yeah,
highlight y'all's band playing. We did mention that y'all were playing here, though. We did mention that on the show. So I'm glad I got to meet y'all.
Yeah, definitely. Louisiana means a lot to us. We did our record down here at Bear America Records. Some
Cool.
good buddies of ours that I grew up with some of those folks that run it down here in Lake Charles. But Bear America Records is out of New Orleans, Louisiana. So it was really nice coming back down to Louisiana to do our album. It was
Awesome,
a great
man.
experience for us. I think it had a lot to do with shaping the record.
Yeah, and then you catch us on Spotify, a new album, On Being Alone, iTunes, all that jazz. So
Okay, there we go. You got to give your endorsements. We got to do
Throw
that.
that shit out there.
Any potential sponsors we need to shout out where we're at it?
we're trying to get Stag Beer.
Yeah, Stag
and,
Beer.
and J.O.B. Rolling
yeah,
Papers.
J.O.B., excuse me. No, yeah.
So,
and JTS Brown as well. we didn't
JTS
have
Brown
those.
is a whiskey company, so we're looking out for those.
We would also like to add that Mr. Paul Finnig, he's our drummer from Des Arc, Arkansas. He is somewhere comatose or not comatose around the building.
Okay. Which means he had a great time. A splendid, jolly well good time here.
A jolly good time in Lake Charles.
There we go.
Yeah.
All right. Well, there you have it. Smampbird here for the third time, performing at Dharma for the first time. Again, we have Dylan, Zach, and Trent. I actually just